Hello beautiful people, I'm Polly from Charming Tabby. In this video I'm going to show you how I made those rustic looking tins at my home with real rust. I'm very happy to show you this video. I got few requests for it and I'm truly grateful to those people because I can share my experience and the way I made it. But before I share my secrets to the real rust, please subscribe for my channel and like this video. Also watch the rest of my videos because you're going to find them useful. So let's get started. First I have to explain that as I said, I got few requests and I was truly happy at first when I made this tin here. I was really happy with the result because it looks like it aged by itself, but it didn't. So I was really happy when there were few people who asked me how I managed to make the tins. So from where shall I begin? Okay, let me show you. The tin looks like this. As you can see, there is nothing special in it. So this is the second tin that I made and I left it. I'm sorry, it's very sunny today and the weather is very beautiful. I hope that you can see the real rust here. So this one was on sunlight for 9 days. Of course, there are faster ways, but I've decided to make it like I made the first one here. So let me explain what I used for it. I used vinegar. You can use white vinegar because it has very high acidity. I mean like 15%. So if you want your tin to become faster rust, to get faster rust, you can use white vinegar. I use this one. It's written in Bulgarian, my language. This is apple vinegar and as you can see it's 5% here is written. But if you like, you can use bigger acidity for your tins. This thing, the reason I used this vinegar is because this vinegar is very cheap at my country. So if you don't want to give a lot of money and you want to make rust, just take 5% vinegar. That is not so expensive because after all you're not going to eat it. If you like vinegar, you are going to use it for your out-with tins. And this is the jar from where I'm using my vinegar, and I will explain what I did on my first day. Let me show you my little plan that I made for the first day, which was 19 this month, August. I put vinegar. Okay, so let me show you what I did. Just let me take my chair and sit. Okay, I want my paint to be removed faster. Of course, there are various of ways that you can remove your paint. One of it was using, let me remember it. One of the ways was to use paint stripper if you want to use it. I didn't use paint stripper. I used carpet knife and I made oops, I'm sorry. I made, let me just show you what I made. Let me remove it here. So I want my paint to be removed, so I'm doing such lines and I'm cutting the surface. I will explain after seconds why I'm doing this. but be careful not to hurt yourself, because the carpet knife is very, very sharp. I'm going to do the same thing with the bottom. I'm going to explain after a minute why I'm doing this. Looks very crazy, I know. So you're cutting the surface basically, like I did, and I'm doing it right now. The reason why I'm cutting the surface is, of course, I can use those kind of paint strippers, but I wanted to make it on natural way. So the reason why I'm cutting the surface is because on the first day I'm going to use new, of course, disposable plate, and I'm going to put my tin in the vinegar. Just put large quantity of the vinegar and let it outside where there is sunlight, very strong sunlight. So the reason is, when you make these cuttings, the vinegar is going to how should I say, remove by itself the paint, because after all I want to reach this part here that is without paint. And after I put them on sunlight, here right now it is 36 degrees, and in Fahrenheit, let me just convert it, because let me just check it. 36 degrees in Fahrenheit. Oh, okay, it's 96.8 Fahrenheit, and Celsius is 36. So last week and today was and is very hot. So I'm using this because it's very hot here. Nature is going to do its own, as you can see, its own magic. You need sunlight for sure. On 100% I can tell you, because I made few tins. These are, I think this is the 4th part that I made, or 6th, I can't remember, because the other tins are in my next room. So sunlight for the first day, vinegar and sunlight. For the third day, you need to use this liquid rust. It's cheap, so if you can find it. And when you put this liquid rust, after 2 days the paint is going to be removed. Let me just show you here. As you can see, the paint is going to start peeling off here. I didn't peel it because it looks very cool like that. It's up to you if you want to peel the whole paint. I decided to leave it like this. So you start to peel your paint slowly. And this is on 3rd day, when you are putting your rust, liquid rust. One more time. On the 1st day you're putting your vinegar, or on 3rd day you're putting your liquid rust. On the 5th day you start removing the paint, and again on this 5th day you're going to add more vinegar and more liquid rust, because you want to remove the whole paint and you want to start the rust here that it is. And on the 9th day, 9, as you can see here, which was yesterday, I removed the tin because as you can see, this is the result of my tin under the sunlight. So you need sunlight for sure on 100%. And I'm going to show you the paper clips that I used. I can't. Let me just see. Can you see it? Yes. You can. Okay, these are the paper clips that I used with vinegar and with liquid rust. Okay, you're going to ask me and you're going to say, but this was nature way. Yes, truly, I said that it was nature way because I was using vinegar and I decided to use this liquid rust. But there is one faster way that I discovered before a few days, and I'm going to check it, and I'm going to make same experiment with such tin for this one here that is not in rust. I'm going to do the same thing that I read for this one, but I'm going to use white vinegar, salt and hydrogen peroxide. So when I use all these things, I read this article that you can have rust for almost a day, but unfortunately if you want to use so fast method like this one, you need to use this what was the name of it? Paint stripper. You need to use paint stripper to remove the paint, and then you need to use hydrogen peroxide, white vinegar and table salt or sea salt. So the idea with hydrogen peroxide with white vinegar, which have higher acidity than the apple vinegar, and the hydrogen peroxide you have to make some kind of mixture with the salt, hydrogen peroxide and the white vinegar, and then you have to spray it. So this is the other way. I never tried it, but I'm going to try it, and I'm going to make video, but I'll see when I will be free. For this one video, I'm saying that my tip here is to use direct sunlight. This is very important, especially when you use vinegar with lower acidity and when you use this liquid rust. So if you want to make your tin even how should I say, more vintage, let me show what I did here. I'm sorry for the sound I'm going to make. So I'm going to hit it like this, because I want to bend it. And as you can see, it's already bent here and looks more vintage. So I'm going to do the same with the top. It's very easy way and it's very fast way. I know that the sound is unpleasant, so excuse me one more time for this very horrible sound. So this is my tips for the way I did my rustic tins. You can make all kinds of things with rust, but first you need to remove your paint. In the end, if you want, you can seal your rust. I didn't do it. As you can see, my fingers, when I touch it, my fingers become in rust. I didn't do it because I like the experience to touch the rust. Looks more vintage and more real for me. But there are different kind of polyurethane sealants that you can use. I read about them. So those kind of sealants are used in when you want to cover your car, especially when your car is new painted, and you can use this spray to seal. So this spray is for metal polyurethane sealants. They are for metal, so if you want, you can seal your rust. It's up to you. as I said, I didn't do it because personally I find it very interesting to touch this rust. It looks very, very vintage and very real for me, because I want to make in my art something real. It's up to you again, what do you want to use? And I'm sorry, this is my watch. My watch is singing, okay. So I'm going to explain how I made this here. Let me just take this set. I used this rust effect set for real rust. Again, there are few components I'm going to explain. There are a few components that you can use for brown rust, for yellowish red rust, and for yellow rust. Depends what kind of color do you want to use. And this here is rust effect powder, which is iron powder. As you can see, it looks like this. And what I did is to mix it with, oh my god, all my things are very, very, let me just take it. I'm sorry. Okay. I used structure paste and rust powder. A lot of it, actually, if I have to be correct. And mix it with all of these reagents. And then I put a little bit of glue inside and mix it very well, very, 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 very well. I mix it very well, and then I cover those sides here, so it could become rust. Can you see it? Oh my god, why the colors are so bad? Let me just show you a little bit. Here. Now you can see it. Like that. So this is from the site that I use for all the sides here. I use this rust effect set. But for the second and third and fourth and fifth thin, that again, this is my fifth, I think that this is my fifth or sixth thin that I made, because I played a lot. And as I said, I decided to show only the beautiful one, because the others were they didn't look so rust. So for this tin, I didn't use this structure paste mixed with this powder, rust effect powder. I didn't use it. I decided to leave it like this to look more natural. So if you want, you can buy those. It's not a commercial, of course, I'm really sorry, but I like to use this rust effect set because it looks very beautiful and very vintage. Also, this liquid rust is, in my country, it's very cheap. I don't know in your country will it be cheap. So as I said, if you don't like this method, I'm going to make another experience for this new tin. I'm going to strip and remove the paint again on the same way with this liquid rust that I use, because I don't like the idea to use such sprays, different paint strippers, because they're very toxic, and I wanted to make it more natural. And I'm going to use, as I said, this recipe that I found before a few days for hydrogen peroxide, white vinegar and table salt. And I'm going to show you then the result. So I hope that I was useful. I don't know, do you like this idea? Please comment and tell me, Polly, you did very bad thing because you lied to us that you used all kind of natural ingredients. Okay, then the natural ingredients were truly the vinegar and the sunlight. And I didn't use, as I said, this kind of paint stripper because I wanted to remove the paint by natural way. So you can tell me that I lied to you. I'm really sorry if you felt very betrayed from me, but just let me know what you think in the comments, because this is very important for me. And tell me, what do you think for this kind of idea? And do you want to try it at your home? So I'm very happy to show you one more time this video, so please subscribe for my channel and like this video. Also watch the rest of my videos and like them, because this is going to develop more my channel. So I'm trying very hard to make a lot of videos. And if you have any kind of questions about it, just ask me in the comments or find my email and write me there. So I will be waiting your comments, and I hope that I was in a help, and I hope that I give you interesting idea of how I made those things. So in the end, as explanation, I can say that you need around 9 days if you want to make your tin in natural way to rust. 9 days. I don't think that 9 days are a lot of time. I think it's worth it. This is my opinion. But if you want to make it for 1, 2 or 3 days faster than this, you need to use those paint strippers. So it's up to you. One more time, thank you for your time, and I'm going to add this advertisement that I find in what was the name, WikiHow. I'm going to put it in description box below if you want, read it. And you can make the things that they made it. It's up to you. So I wish you an amazing day. Thank you for watching this video. I'm truly grateful that you was here today with me. And smile a lot. See you in my next videos, guys. Bye bye.